Good morning, students. Let's begin with part 2 of lesson number 4.2, Revolutionary Steps in Surgery. Kindly open your English textbook and keep fingers while I read the text. Neurosurgery is another recent specialty to have received recognition since the early 1900s. It is concerned with the treatment of disorders of the nervous system. So, here it is told to us that neurosurgery is related to the nervous system. Means it is a surgery which the doctors perform on the brain and the spinal cord to treat the disorders of these organs, which are called as nervous system. Neurosurgeons operate on the brain, the spine, or nerves. They can treat patients of all ages from the newborn to the elderly who have suffered a stroke. So these lines clearly tells us what the neurosurgeons do. They can operate on the brain, the spine, or the nerves, and they can treat patients of all the ages. Stroke. What does stroke mean? Stroke means that the blood supply to the brain is reduced and the brain gets less oxygen, and due to which the cells begin to die very fast. Harvey Cushing is considered to be the father of modern neurological surgery. In the early part of the 20th century, he developed basic techniques and instruments for operating on the brain as distinct surgical specialty. So here we come to know that Harvey Cushing is the first doctor to start brain surgery as a separate section. You know that nowadays we have heart specialist, brain specialist, kidney specialist. So he was the one who started brain surgery specialty for the first time. He dramatically reduced the mortality rate for neurosurgery from 90% to less than 10%. By the time of his retirement in 1937, he had successfully removed more than 2000 tumors. Now, mortality rate means the death rate. So, before he started the surgery, there were 90% death during neurosurgery operations. But after his techniques, the mortality rate means the death rate reduced to only 10%. It means that if 100 people have come for neurosurgery operation, only 10 people used to die and 90% used to get cured. And by 1937, he had removed more than 2000 tumors. Now, tumor is the unwanted growth of tissues in the body. Now, tumors can lead to cancer or cannot lead to cancer. It is the unwanted part of the body which has to be removed through surgery. You have heard about brain tumors, means unwanted growth of cells in the brain. And why were so many deaths? Let's see. The main reason for mortality rate had been so high before was blood loss. Among Cushing's significant achievements are the methods he developed to stem this blood loss by inventing a clip called silver clip or Cushing clip. Now, here it is told that why so many people used to die first, because there was blood loss. And what did Cushing do? He invented a clip to stop the loss of blood during operation, which is known as silver clip or Cushing clip. Thus, neurosurgery is one of the most cutting edges in the world of surgery and medicines. Most cutting edges means it is advanced than any other form of surgery or medicine. Now let's move towards the next surgery, which is robotic surgery. Now what do you mean by robotic surgery? Robotic surgery is a surgery done using robots while operation. Complex operations can be done using robots, and robotic surgery is a type of minimally invasive surgery. Minimal invasive means the cuts made for operation are very small. The whole body part is not cut open. Only a small cut is made and the operation is done using robots. While performing surgery with the Da Vinci, the world's most advanced surgical robot, these miniaturized instruments are mounted on 3 separate robotic arms, allowing the surgeon maximum range of motion and precision. As you can see in the picture, there are 3 arms, and this robot is named as Da Vinci, which is the world's most advanced robot. Now, when there are 3 arms, it allows the doctor more movements, and that also with precision means perfection. The Da Vinci's 4th arm contains a magnified high-definition 3D camera that guides the surgeon during the procedure. So, Da Vinci has 4 arms, out of which 3 arms are in the part of the body which has to be operated, and on the 4th arm there is a camera fitted where the surgeons can see and they can guide the operation. The surgeon controls these instruments and the camera from a console located in the operating room. You can see in the picture how the doctor is controlling the operation from his console. And you can also see where the patient is actually lying in the operative field, and the first assistant is helping the doctor. Placing his fingers into the master controls, he is able to control all 4 arms of the Da Vinci. So the doctor only places his fingers and controls all the 4 arms of Da Vinci. So you understand that this is a totally mechanized operation using machines and computers. While looking through a stereoscopic high-definition monitor, the robot literally places the surgeon inside the patient. Now, this line tells us that when the doctor looks at the high-definition monitor, he feels that he is right inside the part of the patient where the operation is being done. It means that he can clearly see all the internal parts of the patient very clearly on the monitor. This gives him a better, more detailed 3D view of the operating site than the surgeon's eye can provide. Now, this line means that the surgeon's eye has a limited work, but the 3D view of the operating site can help the surgeon in getting more detailed information and can operate the patient well. Every movement he makes with the master controls is replicated accurately by the robot. Now, whatever action the doctor does on his computer is exactly replicated by the robot. It means if the doctor moves his hand towards the right, the robot will also move its arm, which is there inside the body part, to the right. When necessary, the surgeons can even change the scale of the robot's movement. If he selects a 3:1 scale, the tip of the robot's arm will move just 1 inch for every 3 inches that the surgeon's hands move. Now, this type of technique is very useful when the robot has to make a very small cut which our human hands cannot make. So when you select a scale 3:1 is when you move your hand 3 steps to the right, the robot will move its hand only 1 step to the right. This helps the doctor to make a very small cut on the body of the patient. Using this advanced technology, our surgeons are able to perform a growing number of complex surgical procedures. So, with the help of robots and computers, our doctors can perform very complicated surgical procedures with ease. Since these procedures can now be performed through a very small incision, our patients experience a number of benefits compared to the open surgery of the past. In the past, the surgery used to take place by cutting open the body, which is called as open surgery. But now, because of the robotic surgery, only a small incision, that is a small cut, is made in a person's body, and the camera or the robot is inserted from that hole and then the internal parts are monitored by the doctor on his screen, and he guides the robot how to carry on with the surgery. The robot follows the doctor's instruction and he carries out the operation under his guidance. This is all for today. Kindly read the chapter and complete the notes which will be given to you. This was the last chapter and the portion of English is done now. All the best for your exams. Have a good day. Bye-bye.